Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Chapter 480 or Season 3 Episode 63. I'm recording this like directly just seconds after I stopped the recording for last chapter. Last chapter was incredible. It was one of those where it feels like the content of like 5 chapters crammed together into one. It was so good. It was incredible. I loved it. So yeah, let's read 480. That one was so good that it's made me even more excited about this one. I just want to know what happens next. It's going to be so hard once I read this one and once I read the next one when it comes out, having to wait a week until the one after that, and so on and so forth. I just want to marathon these because they're so good right now. Okay, let's go. I'm actually really like there were points here and there with this arc where I was like, I'm enjoying it. I still think it's very good, but I mean, I'm wavering on a few things here and there are a few things that I kind of miss from the series. But I don't know, just these past few chapters especially have been really good. But yeah, let's go. 480, Season 3, Episode 63. We're starting off with a shot of the cage and in the 4th Squadron ship going towards it. We've got trouble, Lord Yama. What's wrong? Beneath the cage. The 4th Army Corps flagship is approaching. I wonder if they'll actually have a plan to protect the cage against that. I mean, you'd think that maybe they would have some sort of plan. I mean, can Kallavan just come back and teleport it away? I know for reasons, storyline-wise, he can't really fight well against Sahard, or he's afraid to a certain degree. But it would be nice to see Kallavan do some stuff, since he's up there with White and Kallavan as like the most powerful characters we've seen. But either way, the 4th Army Corps flagship is approaching. What? How the hell did that huge thing sneak up on us like that? Can it operate in stealth mode? Block it. No matter what happens, don't let it near the cage. And we see the Canine People ships going at it. But they're getting destroyed by those little side ships that are with the main flagship. 52nd floor. Alright, 52nd floor versus Kalavan 4. And now we're seeing Kallavan putting both fists together, activating his powers. White raising his sword. Cullinan, I think was the name. And then he goes for an attack with both hands. What the heck? Ultimate punch with both hands. Alright. And then White slices down at the attack. Bombs getting blown back from it. I like these little, like, diamondy bits that are coming off of the side of White's blade. It's really cool. Also, it's weird that he wears the scabbard or whatever, even though he uses a Shinsu sword. Alright. And now we have Kallavan charging up another attack. And then attacking again with another explosion. Yeah, those diamondy things, I really like them. I can feel it. The power of White's spell. Alright. And he goes back again and slices. The power of countless souls is flowing out of his body and creating his sword. I think I know exactly how he's using that spell. It's like he's trying to provoke me. He just keeps showing me. Viol, and we have a call. Don't let their fight distract you. This is our chance. Let's go break the spell on that wall. Okay, Mr. Karaka. Is he on his way? And we have Yolker trying to defend against Viol, Karaka, and Cha. Hold on, Bomb. Miss Waryun. All these people are just calling him and giving him conflicting things. The situation's changed in the cage. I don't think they're going to be able to fire the needle right now. The enemy flagship is approaching the cage. What? Alright. And I love this shot with the first defensive wall behind them. I like that they're showing that again because the first defensive wall looked really cool. Alright. And it's more sort of context for where everything is in the space right now. Damn it. When the hell? Where'd that flagship come from? And we're getting to finally see Doom and Paul again, which is nice. Was it in stealth mode? I didn't expect this, thinks Kunagar Agnes. What's going on? Says Dewan. How'd the flagship get so close? What the hell are they thinking? This is bad. If those two flagships crash into each other, a ton of people will die. We've got to go save them. Which one? It doesn't matter. The 4th Army Corps flagship is going to self-destruct. Get as far away as possible. Luck. So Kunhin Luck sent out a message then. So maybe he's going to not really turn on Zahard, but he's going to work with Kallavan's group then? And maybe Kallavan is going to survive this as sort of his own renegade little mini army with his servants plus Dewan and Luck might stick around with him. Okay, so Luck is making some kind of play here. Luck? What's Luck doing here? Oh my god, that's right, because he was her friend. She doesn't know that he was the traitor. Oh, that's so good. What's Luck doing here? Alright, and we still see the K9 ships fighting these sort of defender observer type ships around the Corp flagship. And then Yama stomps. I'll show those bastards. Don't attack. Lord Yama. Why not? A flagship that size must have a massive Shinsu engine. If it explodes at that distance, everyone around the cage will be slaughtered. The damage would be enormous, and we won't be able to fire the needle. For now, I think the best thing is to abandon the cage, evacuate everyone, and just remove the needle launcher. That isn't a terrible idea. And now the ship... Sorry, losing my voice. The ship gets really close. Alright. The engine room in the 4th Army Corps flagship. And now we have Kunhin Luck. And he's walking up toward the engine, I suppose? And he gets a call. You'd better keep your promise this time. You sure are suspicious of me. We're from the same family, remember? Okay, hold on. Let me get a sip of water. So, is this going to be Masheni? Is Masheni going to be screwing with Liboric's plans? Or maybe this actually is Liboric, because he's Pobedal Liboric Kun. Sorry, 2 chapters in a row. I really needed some water. So this is so exciting. This is really, really good right now. Alright. You sure are suspicious of me. We're from the same family, remember? Shut up. After what you did, you must have seen it yourself. Your friends are all on an unmanned floating ship headed outside of the wall. It's your turn to keep your promise now. Fine. Okay. So Kunhin Luck's friends are on a ship heading outside of the wall in exchange for him blowing this up, I guess? Maybe that's how Liboric's controlling him? Fine. And he shocks the place. Alright. And is this his bow from before? What is this? Yeah, it is. It is. Alright. That's so cool. The way the ship is like a centipede constricting the cage. That looks so cool. What's going on? Why is the flagship over there? If they don't stop the ship, it's going to go down with the cage. Maybe someone broke into the flagship. What the hell's going on? And we have Ari Bright Sharon. Oh, I friggin' love her. Should I go check out the flagship? Don't stop it. It's an order from the 4th Army Corps Commander. And that's probably Kallavan yelling. 4th Army Corps Commander Kallavan. The ship is going to blow up. The ship is going to blow up with the cage. If you try to stop it now, it'll only cost the lives of even more of our troops. Everyone stay calm and get away from the cage. Okay, now we have White just continuing the onslaught. I love this panel. Kallavan going back with both hands again. Let me make sure everything's still recording alright. Looks fine. Essence of bravery. Atomic screw. Alright. We have a named attack here. And it still gets cut through. That looks so good. That is a gorgeous shot. Now another explosion thundering down. And that looks like the souls again. White coming through the smoke. Slashing down. But it looks like... I think Kallavan deflected it with his fist again. Okay. Yeah, he's blocking with one fist and looks like he's about to punch with the other. And more fighting between the two. I love this. I'm surprised he's holding up so well against my Cullinan. He really is incredibly tough. Ironically, the most fatal wound he's got right now is the cut on his right arm made by that amateur slayer candidate. That kind of hurts. And he laughs. My pride. And slices him. Alright. It looks like Kallavan might be dodging out of the way. Okay. I'm really enjoying this little fight, but I'm starting to get hungry now. I can't wait to devour your soul when I'm done with you. This is so cool, and like the diamond things in the Shinsu around his blade look like angel wings. And we have the 4 like Shinsu streams coming off the bottom too. I love this design. And Kallavan taking that same kind of stance he's been taking before, only with the other arm this time. It's so good. And he slashes through. And we see like this demon creature within the slash like we've seen before behind him. White style. Fatal sword skill. God, I love all of these panels Siu's been doing of like the brim of the hat causing the shadows on Kallavan's eyes. This could make it up there with best fights in the series. This is so fun so far. Sapphire single shot. Deadly sword of light. God, it's so good looking. And Kallavan looks like he's actually struggling with it. He's using his attacks, forming more explosions in front of himself. But he's starting to crack, it looks like. Has my right arm already reached its limit? If he keeps attacking me like this, my whole body's gonna take serious damage. I guess I'll just have to let him take my right arm. And he screams as he tries to block the attack with more explosions. That's so good. White smiles. Well, well. How surprising. Did he legit take off his arm? You blew up your own arm just to block my attack. Holy shit, I love it. God, this is so... because it makes White seem legitimately strong. And he and Kallavan both seem like... other than the obvious, like, Yurik Mazano, other than the obvious Mazano, they seem like just the strongest beings we have seen. Just to block my attack. And he looks down. We see the rumbling. And I guess he's going to use his explosions to stop the bleeding or something. Because we see another explosion happen. And White's still just goofy smiling it up. Did he just use the power from that explosion to make an arm? Okay, so no. To make an arm for himself. So he's making a Shinsu arm like when he filled in the Shinsu within his stomach that time. No problem. Ready to keep going. So yeah, if he could heal that hole in his stomach, I guess he could heal an arm. Like in the future. For right now, he's just replacing it with his Shinsu. But I guess in the future it would be possible to regenerate it, just like he did with his stomach. No problem. Ready to keep going? He's a freaking monster. He seems like an actual monster. You're tough. I'll give you that. Alright, now we see from Bomb's point of view. What now? If we don't do something soon, the cage will be in danger. I'll teach you how to burn souls. You're going to be needing this power soon too. If I could summon the power of the souls within me like White, would it help? With this power, and that teleporting ability I used for a moment on the hidden floor with the second thorn. Okay, so he's going to use the second thorn again. I might just be able to do something. But what's the right thing to do? Does it make sense to burn these people's souls just to save people I want to save? Wait, what am I thinking? So many people who trusted me have already died in battle here. Acting like I'm some kind of good guy after coming this far is pointless. If they resent me for this, I'll just have to accept it. I won't make any excuses. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. I owe it to all the people I brought here. Okay, and he's activating the second thorn. I'm going to use every ounce of power I've got. And we had this light coming off of him. I like this. I like this a lot. And White looks back. White is like, everything is going according to plan right now. We have serious Kallavan. And then the blue war wings turn white. And we have I like that the second thorn looks like the eye of a needle, and it's like the white Shinsu is filling in the eye of the needle. Okay, that's really cool. Luckily, I won't. It's kind of cliffhangery, but thankfully, I will not have to wait a whole nother week for the next chapter. I can just read it tomorrow night or Monday morning. Okay, I need to try to get these up as soon as possible, so I'm gonna save the outro kind of short. This was a shorter chapter than the last one, but still incredibly, incredibly good. Like I said, and I think one of the reasons it was a bit shorter is because there was a lot of action going on between Kallavan and White. A lot of the fights I like fights where there's a lot of, I don't know, twists and turns and thinking and strategy involved, more so than just the straightforward normal fights. But as far as straightforward normal fights go, this is so entertaining to watch. Or read, rather, but you get what I mean. So I love this. This is getting up there for me with Iniesta versus Ron, which I don't even like Iniesta or Ron. I mean, Iniesta's not really a character anymore necessarily, but I'm not even a huge fan of either of their characters, but their fight was incredible. Viol versus Kaiser, one of the best fights. And to me personally, one of my favorites. Mostly because, again, I care more about the emotional impact than the actual, like, fighty stuff most of the time. And just for the emotional impact, Bomb versus Joaquin at Dollar Show. So this could be up there with some of my favorite fights ever. God, so good. White and Kallavan are so cool as characters, and Kallavan just even more. Him making an explosion arm is really cool. It makes sense given that he did the same thing with the stomach before, and he just seems like a monster, an absolute unstoppable monster, and it makes his character so entertaining to read. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Lots of stuff going on. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server asking, I'll give you one. And if you want to support the channel on Patreon to help me keep making videos, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. But I'm seriously going to be doing my best to catch up and keep up. I've just had kind of a weird time lately with being super busy. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.